All right, everyone. So Bully Ray thinks that Cody Rhodes' title, run here has been a little bit underwhelming. So this is what he had to say on Busted Open Radio. He hasn't had a heel like The Rock. Now, I know we're asking a lot. It's difficult to come out of an angle that main event at WrestleMania with a guy portraying the heel like The Rock was, and then find somebody who could be at the same level as The Rock. So you're dealing with challengers who are heels, but nobody who's posing the threat that The Rock did. So underwhelming because I don't think we've had the right mega heel. I love Cody doing this the old school way. I love that Cody has the kids in his back pocket. I love that Cody goes above and beyond the Call of Duty for just about every fan that he meets. I love that Cody answers people on social media. I love that Cody shows up at people's weddings. I love all that. But if I have to be honest and fair about an assessment about something, it's a bit underwhelming. I think it's underwhelming because of the lack of super heels. So, I think Bully Ray kind of says something there that a lot of people aren't necessarily going to say because everybody kind of likes Cody Rhodes, right? And everybody's kind of like, Cody Rhodes is awesome because he is. And he seems like such a down to earth person. And he has been a fantastic superstar in WWE. And I don't actually think it's anything he's done wrong that has, because I don't even want to say I fully agree with what Bully Ray is saying, but I do think there's a level to this of, he really hasn't had that mega heel as Bully Ray is saying that makes you be like, you know what, he's right, or that he this is worth getting excited over, and I do think that matters a little bit. Now, I think it is important to keep in mind that this is just one small part, meaning they're building to something bigger, right? The Rock is going to come back, Roman Reigns is going to come back. We're going to see Cody wrestling somebody else at some point, and he's going to be back in that main event picture, and it's going to be a big deal. But I just think it's tough right now. I just think it's really tough when you have such big, great storylines. Like you got the Judgment Day storyline, the Bloodline storyline, which I know Cody is involved with, but it just is like, it's one of those things that without Roman and without The Rock, the Bloodline storyline versus Cody is a little bit less. Everybody's excited about the upcoming, Bloodline feud because we're like excited to see Roman Reigns take on the Bloodline. That's what everybody's excited about. People are less excited about the solo Cody stuff than they were about the Roman Cody stuff, right? Than finishing that story or the final boss Cody stuff. Now we're going to get all of that again. We're going to get Cody versus Roman again. We're going to get Cody versus The Rock again, right? I shouldn't say we're going to get Cody versus Roman. We don't know if we're going to get that, but we are going to get Cody versus The Rock at some point. And obviously, we're getting Cody versus Solo now. So I think they can kind of turn this around, and I don't think it's Cody's fault in any way. I don't think any. I just think it's a weird time to be in WWE where there's these storylines going on, but you reach such a high to get that title that it's tough to kind of pick up where you left off when you're not really, you're still fighting the bloodline, but it's not the same yet. The true bloodline storyline that people want to see is not Cody versus Solo. People care a lot less about that. What they really care about is Solo versus Roman, Rock versus Roman. Now, I will say people do care about Rock versus Cody. So when they get that going again, he'll be back in the spotlight. It will be the number one story, but he's got to get that mega heel. And so I think WWE has to keep this in mind. They got to build these heels and they got to be able to plan it out where you can keep Cody Rhodes fighting the right people all the way down the line. And I know he's fighting solo, so it's not act like he doesn't have any competition and it's just a terrible writing by WWE. But it's just I think people are just more excited about the bloodline feud amongst itself than they are right now between bloodline and Cody Rhodes because we saw the story get finished and I think people were kind of like, okay, that was good, that was perfect, everything we wanted. And now people are like, let's just have Solo fight Roman. That's what we want to see next. So thank you all for watching and we'll see you next time.